What if Samsung's next Galaxy Ultra looked the same on the outside, but quietly dropped one of its most iconic features on the inside? Sounds small, right? But it could flip everything we know about the S series. Welcome back, viewers. Sam here. If you're all about tech before the hype, hit that like button, share this with your favorite gadget geek, and subscribe so you never miss a moment. So here's what's happening. The Galaxy S26 Ultra is generating buzz, but not all of it is good. Let's start with the battery. It's 25, and Samsung might still be sticking to the same $1,000 in max capacity it's used since the S20 Ultra. That's 5 years of zero evolution. Meanwhile, OnePlus is throwing around System so in smaller frames. Xiaomi and Honor are pushing boundaries, and Samsung still an idol. If true, that's not just disappointing, it's confusing. Now here's the part that really raised eyebrows. Early leaks suggest Samsung may ditch the built-in S Pen.
Yep.
The thing that made the Ultra feel like the true successor to the Note might vanish. Not because users don't love it, but to make room for either a slightly larger battery or a slimmer profile. Think about that trade-off for a second. A stylus that millions still love, gone for a few extra milliamp hours and millimeters, and the cherry on top, charging speeds. Samsung has been chilling at 45W while competitors have flown past 100W. In a market where speed matters, waiting over an hour for a full charge just doesn't feel ultra anymore. But here's the twist, not everything is doom and gloom. On the performance side, Samsung might just bring serious heat. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 Elite, or possibly a beefed-up for Galaxy Edition, is expected to power the S26 Ultra. We're talking 25–30% faster performance, improved efficiency, and smooth multitasking like never before. And global users might finally say goodbye to Exynos, or at least get a brand new Exynos 2600 that isn't, well, a disappointment. Camera-wise, the headline is a 200MP main sensor again, but don't roll your eyes just yet. It's supposedly an upgraded HP2 variant with smarter pixels and a refined lens. But here's what could be game-changing: a new telephoto setup. Rumors say Samsung's replacing the 10MP 30x lens with a 50MP monster. If true, you might get crisper zoom, more usable portrait shots, and better hybrid imaging, possibly at 3.5x or 8x levels. Let's be real though, if they kill the dual telephoto system, we better get smarter optics to replace it. There's even talk of a single adaptive lens that changes aperture and focal length on the fly. Basically, one lens that can do it all. Sounds wild, but Samsung's been experimenting. And while everyone else is chasing invisible selfie cams, Samsung's holding back. No under-display front camera this year, which, believe it or not, might be the smartest move. Current UDC tech just doesn't look great. Samsung seems to know that clarity still matters more than invisibility, design-wise. At first glance, the S26 Ultra could pass for an S25 clone, but zoom in and you'll see it: thinner bezels, slightly flatter curves, and subtle refinements. It's not flashy, but it's cleaner. Samsung seems to be chasing the floating screen look, and honestly, it works. Now let's go deeper. Battery tech. There's a whisper, just a whisper, about silicon carbon cells being tested. If they pull this off, we're talking higher energy density, less heat, and longer lifespan without increasing size. That's not just an upgrade, it's a leap. But again, if they still ship 5,000 mAh with 45W charging in 2025, that leap gets canceled by a stumble. And don't forget, Chinese brands are already shipping 6,000 plus mAh batteries with 100W charging in slimmer bodies. Samsung's playing it too safe, and fans are noticing. And while Samsung's exploring matte lens coatings to reduce glare and flatten the camera bump, the S26 Ultra might still wobble if placed flat. For a device that costs over $1,200, we shouldn't need a case to make it sit right on a table. So here's the big question: what's the real focus here? Is Samsung listening to power users, or just trying to make a prettier phone for broader appeal? Because Ultra fans want real innovation, not recycled specs in a glossier shell. If you're wondering whether to grab the S25 Ultra now or wait, honestly, unless you care about bleeding edge performance or those camera tweaks, the S25 Ultra is still a solid buy, especially with price cuts. But if Samsung actually delivers on these leaks, better cameras, new chip, smarter design, and maybe even surprises us with a bigger battery or faster charging, then yeah, the S26 Ultra could be the best Android phone of the year. The only question is, will Samsung play it bold or play it safe again? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What's your non-negotiable in a flagship? Is it all-day battery, stylus support, super fast charging, or something else? I'll be reading through and replying to a few. And trust me, we've got more spicy leaks and bold predictions coming. Stay tuned, stay sharp, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.